The best of friends to the very end. God has made the two of us perfect for each other, yeah. So why at Rex we say it loud?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You have to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and a sister that Serwaa has posted. So my name is Serwaa, and on this channel, we navigate the tales of life and everything in between through the lens of Christ. You got me? Through the lens of Christ. So I'm currently a PhD student studying engineering and computational sciences. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification button or bell. And then if you are old here, thanks for always tuning in. Your girl really appreciates. So let's dive right into it. Let's get real. Let's get real. Let's get real. Let's get real. How do you know if the guy you are dating is truly the one God has for you? You are Ma. You are Kusia. You are Doa. How do you know? As Christians, we just don't rely on feelings. Don't get it twisted. We don't rely only on feelings. We rely on God's word, we rely on discernment, and we rely on wisdom. So today, I'm breaking down 10 signs that he's not the one for you based on real life wisdom and biblical principles. You know, your girl is always here to dish it out to you. And let me be realistic and honest with you. Some of these might be very hard to hear, but trust me, it's better for you to know them now than for you to end up in a relationship that God has no plan in it for you. I believe so. So just gird up your loins and let's get it rolling, okay? Let's start with the most serious one and the important one. His relationship with God. His relationship with God should trump every other thing. His relationship with God should trump every other thing in his life or in your relationship. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14 tells us that we shouldn't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, because what partnership or what fellowship does light have to do with darkness, or does fearing God has to do with lawlessness? If he doesn't fear God, doesn't revere him, and doesn't heed to his principles, then clearly he's not the one for you. Why? Because a man who doesn't fear the Lord cannot lead you spiritually. A man who doesn't hear and fear the Lord cannot lead you spiritually. And in a Christ-centered marriage, the man is called to be the leader, the Christ of the home, the head of the family, in Ephesians 5:23. So before anything else, ask yourself these questions. Does he see God daily? Does he pray? Does he seek for the advice or the direction of God always in everything he does? Does he read his word? Does he grow in faith? Is he growing in his faith? Does he live by the biblical values and principles and not just only Christian at home or by name only? If the answer is no, then he's not the one. Girl, you heard me. He's not the one. The second point is he doesn't respect you. He does not respect you. Ephesians 5:25 tells husbands to love their women or to love their wives. So if he dismisses your feelings, if he talks down on you, if he mocks you, you should be concerned. You should be concerned. If he pressures you into doing things that you're uncomfortable with, if he pressures you into doing things you're uncomfortable with, things you know that it doesn't align with what God has in store for you or with the plans of God, you should be concerned. A godly man will treat you with honor, love, and respect. Love, honor, respect, kindness. A godly man will treat you with such things. If he's not reflecting the love and the kindness of Christ, then that's a huge red flag. Number 3, you can't be yourself around him. You know you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, as he said in Psalms 139 verse 40. So if you need to change your interest or change the way you are, I'm not saying not to work on yourself and improve in areas that you find deficiencies in, but then if you have to change your whole existence and being to suit his interest only, then that should be a problem, and that is a bad sign. In the right relationship, you should feel free to be yourself. quirks and everything, or you should feel free to be yourself. If you are filtering your words, hiding your feelings, or even afraid to speak up or speak your heart out to him, then this relationship isn't built on Christ. It isn't built on God. The foundation is weak, and that should be a concern. The right person will love the real you, not a version of you created in their head. We are workmanship, we are work in progress, but it shouldn't always be like you have to change who you are just because you want to keep his interest, just because, oh, I have to please da 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 da. No. Be the better version of yourself. If that version of yourself is actually deteriorating and it's not yielding anything positive, then I think you should see that it's a bad sign. You don't need anybody to tell you. You don't need a soothsayer. God has already given that to you already. That girl, run. Listen, girl, God is not an author of confusion. In First Corinthians 14:33, he stated it there. If today he's cold, tomorrow he's warm. Today he loves you, tomorrow he doesn't love you. Today he's all up in your face, tomorrow he feels like disappearing, or he feels like you should disappear. Then he's not the one for you. And that's a clear sign of emotional immaturity. That's a clear sign, and you don't need anyone to tell you that. If you do, your baby girl Serwaa is here telling you that already. It's a clear sign of emotional immaturity. A godly man is consistent in all his ways. A godly man is consistent in all his ways. So if he's leading you on, making you question his intentions, making you worry about a lot of things, then he's not the one. Whenever anyone treats you as an afterthought, that should be a problem. The fifth point is you both have different core values. You have different core values. Amos 3:3 says, can two walk together except they agree? Can two walk together except they agree? You might have chemistry, but if your core values don't align, the relationship might or may be bleeding. Do you both want a Christ-centered marriage? Do your morals align with God's word? Do you have the same views on family, purity, and family goals? If your values don't match, it's going to lead to confusion, compromise, and disagreements. Hey guys, so I didn't want to overwhelm you with all the 10 points. So we're going to continue next week, same time. Thank you so much for always enjoying my content and consuming it. I appreciate it a lot.